Why doesn't every Model Y come with this? Hey everybody, this is Matt with My Model Y Adventure, and I have a product that I've been waiting for months, which is a motorized sunshade. As you know, having the panoramic glass roof makes it very, very hot in the summertime. You don't get any relief from indoor temperatures, so pick this up from Teammate. This model specifically has at the top a power switch, and then there's a power switch down at the bottom, so front and rear passengers are able to control the sunshade to open and close. It's kind of a one push button deal. You push it once, it closes, push it again, it opens. You can press it again and it stops, you know, wherever you want to have it midway through. And there's kind of a year, or I should say season end promotion or closeout deal they had that took a lot of money off from where they had it at retail. Then using my code ADVENTURE, you can save, I think it's 5% on top of it, which is great because then it brought the price down to I think like $6.50 or so, versus these are normally, you know, much more expensive. So I'm going to walk you through kind of the installation process. This is a great kit because it also includes a power harness, which I have here in my pocket, that kind of goes through the back panel to wire up. So you don't need to use your 12 or 16 volt outlet back there to power it, which a lot of the other sunshades have. So you're kind of occupying your power space back there, and it doesn't look as clean. Where this approach, the wire is all hidden behind the trim, the weather stripping, kind of this part here comes down here, and you never even see the wire. So it's a seamless installation process. I'm gonna walk you through the steps of how to do it. The first thing we're gonna do is actually do the wiring. And then once the wiring is done, we'll actually go through the installation of the sunshade. I do highly, highly recommend a second person to help you with the installation process. Not that the sunshade is heavy, but it's very awkward from the videos I've seen to, you know, try to install this. And you can really easily damage your headliner, which you don't want to do, of course. So let me walk you through all of those steps, and at the end we'll have a finished product. Now, included with the kit, they actually include some gloves for handling the sunshade, which is great. You also can use, you know, if you have some, I just have some like rubber surgical gloves here. They include 2 screwdrivers, a smaller one and a bigger one. This is great because you're going to need this when you're installing these into the front of the car to be able to reach in between the glass panoramic roof and then the actual sunshade. And they have a plastic pry bar, and then the 2 kind of screws, or it looks like there's an extra one here, 2 screws to be able to mount everything, because when you put this into the car, you're going to have to screw the sunshade into here. So everything that's included with the kit is great to be able to do all of this without needing your own tools. So the first step you want to do is actually remove the weather stripping here. You just have to basically pull it back away from here all the way up to kind of maybe like halfway or so. And there, when you do pull it up, there is some adhesive kind of that's left over on the actual body panel of the car. So just make note when you're doing that, so that way you are aware of it. And then the next part you actually want to do is pull kind of this trim. You can just hear it popping away along the panel here. I have already run the wire for the sunshade to make it a little bit easier for myself in the video, but I'll walk you through kind of the steps you really need to take to go through it, because there is included with the kit a kind of fishing wire that you'll use to push through the bottom part here into the front part. And I'd also recommend, before you actually start handling the sunshade, is to wear some gloves. That way, if your hands are dirty from touching everything, you don't have to worry about getting your sunshade damaged or dirty because of the adhesive or anything on your hands. So behind the trim panel here, there's actually this native Tesla connection. This is what powers your 12 or 16 volt outlet back there. And you're basically just going to unclip the connection here, And then the included wiring kit includes kind of this splice that you just natively plug in each connection on each end here, in between this connection, and that just basically provides power to the sunshade. Now the kit includes this kind of plastic fishing wire that you can use for the wire, and it also includes, which is nice, some, you know, just basic, I don't want to say electrical tape, but it is some type of tape. And all you have to do, and I've already done this, is just basically tape one end of the wire with the smaller end of the harness, and then take the other end and just basically snake it through here and push it through. Can be a little bit of a struggle because there is some either clips or pieces in the headliner here, but for me at least, I found between the two pieces of kind of foam up here is shoving it through there on the other end, and then it's easier when you're kind of sitting in the car in the trunk to be able to grab on the other end, your hand on the other end of the headliner, to be able to find the fishing wire to be able to pull it through. I wouldn't recommend plugging this in yet, just gonna leave it dangling here, because after you're done making the connection on the other end to the motorized sunshade, then you can pull the extra wire down over to this side to be able to plug it in. Now for the actual installation, you do want to have your back seats down, as you will need that space to kind of access everything. And then I have the sunshade here. The back is the larger part. The smaller part is going to go into the front. You want to slide it in at an angle. That way it can clear in between the two wheel wells over here. And then you can kind of just rest the front part on the top of the seats. And what you'll basically be doing is taking the back end and hanging it up into the back of the car, back here. And then using the second person, I'll basically be sitting in the back, securing the back of the sunshade to the top of the part. And then my wife, who's in the front seat over here, which you can't see, is going to be putting the clips, those black ones that I had, in between the top of the existing headliner and then the glass panoramic roof. And there are some spots on the sunshade here. And then there's one, if it will focus, over there, that you'll basically be screwing into. You'll put the mount over. I have one here. Putting the mount over here and then putting the screw through, so it's going from the other side of here through here and securing it to here. And this is what's going to hold your sunshade up in the front. And then down here in the back, there's a clip kind of back here on one, and then there is one down there on the other side. Those already have they don't need screws, they're already kind of there. So let me go through and get this installed. So I have the sunshade in the back of the car here. I have the wiring undone and ready to go here. On the other side of the car, internally up there, you can see the other end. That's what's going to plug into here. And then the next step you basically want to do is, I'm going to be in the back seat pushing up the back part. The 3 mounting points are going to go in between the headliner on the other side over here. And then my wife's in the front seat and is going to put the front of the sunshade mounts into there. So let me get the back part and front part in, and then we'll go through what the next steps are. All right, so I'm sitting in the back of the car. My wife and I just installed this, and here are some things I will say. I'd recommend one person kind of sitting on the back, the top of the back seats here, because you're going to be pushing in the headliner, or not the headliner, the sunshade into the headliner with the 3 mounting points, 1, 2, 3. And then from there, you want to have the front end of the sunshade pushed down, because then that gives you enough. Let me move the camera here. So when you're in the back, you want the front of the sunshade kind of down here to give you enough room to be able to slide it in behind you. And then the second person I'd recommend in the passenger seat. So you can see, let me move back here. The one part up here, the black part that's above the, right over here, and then this one over here, they screw in to the motorized sunshade. You do have to put pressure pushing up here to move the sunshade to be into alignment with the black piece that you put in between the top of the roof and then the actual headliner. And it does have the felt piece on there, so you don't have to worry about scratching your windows or anything, because it helps protect it. So you have one person kind of push up from the sunshade, and then they use that screw and then the long, you can see it here, that screwdriver there, to be able to push and screw the headliner, I'm sorry, not the headliner, the motorized sunshade into the mounts there. And you can see the wire just dangling here. It's connected up through the top here. I do recommend putting the connection first of the electrical into the sunshade, the power from here into there, because you can pull more of the cable to connect over to here after you're done installing everything. And you can just hide the extra part of the cable in between the headliner, back basically underneath here. So after you kind of just make the electrical connections here, again, you just basically unplug the stock one, plug in the one end from the kind of splitter, unplug, and then plug that part into here. And the other part of the wire, again, you can just leave up through here and behind the headliner, so you never even see it. It's a very seamless install. And then once you're done, you can just push the trim back into position. You'll put the weather strip back on, and then the only thing left to do is just push the button on the sunshade to use it. One of the last things the kit includes is this kind of black strip that has some double-sided tape. And basically what you're going to do is put that on the silver part here, starting from that end, working over to this end. And that just basically covers that silver part to make it more seamless in the car, so you don't have reflections, you know, off of those pieces. So I'll put this on, you know, off camera. You just basically remove the one end here and then put it on going across. So let me back up here out of my garage, and we'll kind of show how the sunshade works. All right, so this is good enough here. So here, I'm just gonna look backwards at the sunshade. We can see we have the button right here. I'm gonna push once. You can hear the sunshade. Closes. Push it once again, it opens. If I push it here, I'll just push it while you're looking at the sunshade, it stops. Push it again, resumes, stops. Or you can hold the button down, and wherever you let go is where the sunshade stops. So this will significantly help in the summertime to help reduce heat. I've seen stats online, I believe, that it can help reduce temps, you know, upwards of 30–40% of heat to reduce it, so you do not have to continually bake in the car. Of course, if you're just sitting outside, you know, all day with the sunshade closed, the inside of your car is still going to get hot, as that's what happens in the sun. The internal temp of the car will still get hot, but this will significantly help decrease temps, especially if you're someone like me who has a bald head. I wear a hat a lot of the times, but now I don't necessarily have to worry about, you know, heat reflecting off the top of the window or the roof, because my head is, you know, maybe about like 5 or 6 inches above where the sun or the panoramic roof is. So again, very, very happy. You can pick this up. I'll close it here. You can pick this up from Teammate. I'll have the link in the description below. Thanks again, everyone. This is Matt from My Model Y Adventure. Thanks for watching.